Okay. So my name is Vikas Gupta and I'm the founder CEO of eAshv Automotive Private Limited. We are electric two-wheeler and three-wheeler manufacturers. So let me first explain the relevance of word eAshv. So when we thought of setting up an industry in the field of electric two-wheeler and three-wheeler, we thought of many names and we wanted to relate that name with the horsepower, which has always been traditionally been considered to be a symbol of automobile industry. And it is where we got the name eAshv Automotive. That's the relevance of the name. So during the day, Honorable Chief Guest Shri Jiten Singh ji and Honorable Ashok ji also mentioned that startup doesn't mean that the founders are of 23, 30 years age. So the entire of eAshv team is beyond that. When I founded it along with my co-founders, I was 46 and except one of the co-founder, we were a team of 40 plus people. So it was the passion which made us founding this organization. By education, I'm a chartered accountant, cost and work accountant and company secretary. I worked for about 22 years with various Indian as well as multinational organizations. My last job was with Tata Group of companies. I was CFO in one of the Tata Group companies. And when I decided to quit my job and start a venture of my own, my father was the first person who said me, "You are stupid. You are doing this stupidity of quitting such a wonderful job with such a wonderful organization." But I still quit and I started my first venture called the Virtual Group. And then we started eAshv Automotive in the year 2018, February 2018, 20th of February 2018. We will complete 1 year today. We will complete 4 years today by founding this organization. So when we thought of creating an organization which could be a comparable organization to Maruti, so the only dream we had at that point in time when we were creating this organization was to create an organization which is known in the automobile industry as the Maruti is known. So Maruti, if all of you are aware, was founded in 1982 and it was a joint venture between Government of India and Suzuki Motors. Government of India, all of you are aware, and Suzuki Motor is one of the world's largest automobile company. Now, two of such joints, when they created an organization called Maruti Udyog Limited, it took them about 4.5 years or 5 years for people to start knowing about Maruti. In 1986, 87, 88 onwards, people started knowing that Maruti is one company which is making car. Otherwise, Fiat and Ambassador were the cars which people used to know about. Now, so the point is that with Government of India and with Suzuki Corporation involved into an organization, it took them 5 years to be recognized by the public. Whereas we, being 40 plus, all the founders were 40 plus, so we were not having that kind of time. So we thought as to how we can create a parallel Maruti in the EV industry without spending that much of the time. And the other factor was we were not having those deep pockets as the Government of India or the Suzuki Corporation were having. So we devised few very unique propositions through which today we have created an organization having 16 operational assembly lines at various parts of the country, and we have a dealer and distributor network of 760 plus in 26 states and union territories. Now, the various mechanisms that we devised for creating it is a complete layer through which we can serve our customers, we can serve the ultimate user. This started with a very unique concept of ours called co-assembly unit. And then below co-assembly unit, we created distributors. Below distributors, we created dealers. Now, this co-assembly unit, distributor and dealer is a very common phenomena. I'm sure all of you are aware about this phenomena. But this co-assembly unit was very unique to us. We created it about 3 years back. Now, what is this co-assembly unit? Co-assembly unit is a unit which we set up in joint venture with. This is a 50-50% shareholding joint venture with somebody who is interested in setting up an assembly line with us. We provide them the technology, we provide them the operational know-how, we provide them the complete ecosystem, as well as we invest, not in the same proportion as the investor invests, but in a little lesser proportion, and thus both of us create an assembly line, and these assembly lines are capable of producing 2,500 electric two-wheelers in a month. Typically, when we start them, they are started with a production capacity of 500 vehicles per month. From the day one, these assembly lines become operational because we provide them the technical know-how, complete ecosystem, as well as we operationalize the unit until it is capable of producing and selling 500 vehicles per month. Thereafter, we give the charge to the partner, and then thereafter the partner has to run this entire setup. So far, we have 16 such co-assembly units and 760 plus dealers and distributors. By the end of March 2022, maybe another 45 days from now, we will have 30 such operational co-assembly units, and we have a target of setting up about 62 such units in the entire country. Once we have those 62 assembly units operational in the entire country, any of our dealer would be at max at a distance of about 80 kilometers from the nearest assembly unit. Now, this resolves many problems of the industry. The biggest problem of the industry is that the logistic cost is huge. When Ola launched electric two-wheelers, they gave two type of pricing. Since they are based in South, so for 4 of the states of South, they gave a pricing of 79,999, and for the rest of the country, the pricing was 99,999. Now, the difference of this 20,000 rupees between the two pricing was only because of logistic cost. Traditionally, if you want to count the automobile players for the traditional ICE players, you can count the two-wheeler players on one hand of on the 5 fingers of your one hand. In case you want to count the three-wheeler players, still you will have to use just one hand to count all of them. If you are talking about four-wheeler players, maybe you will have to use the second hand as well to count them. But if we are talking about electric vehicle players, you will have to use those many hands as the people are sitting here, because there are 650 plus electric vehicle players currently operating in the country. Now, the problem which I am referring to is that if you are only 5 players, you can afford to have just one unit to compete with the other 4, because all of the other 4 are also having just one unit. So it's an equal playing ground for all of the players. But with 650 players, it is difficult for you to compete with all of them in a particular geography because they will be less competitive to you, less less costly to you as compared to your costing, because your costing will involve the logistic cost. Sure. So this co-assembly concept of ours is our program to not only manage the service management, the material management, we also give an opportunity for people who are interested in setting up unit with us, and thus we create lots of entrepreneurs through this medium. So far we have signed 36 such contracts, and 7 out of those 36 are less than 24 years old. So we have created 7 young entrepreneurs through this program. Now we have an in-house R&D facility, because typically these electric vehicles are supposed to be imported from China and then simply assembled and sold here in the country. To beat this notion, we have created an in-house R&D facility wherein we create a complete design of our vehicle in the R&D center. We have also created an idea called smart vehicle, wherein we are introducing the concept of online diagnosis, through which, with the help of our internally developed software, we can diagnose the problem in any vehicle which is sold by any of our dealer and distributors, sitting wherever we are. We are also giving biometric access so that some kind of controls can be built based on your choice of preference. We have an agile approach towards adding more and more features. We keep taking feedback from all our existing customers as well as from the prospective customers to keep making changes in our user friendliness, in our ride easy approach. We have one entrepreneur who has set up a unit with us in Goa, which has come from Belgium. Shine has spent 32 years in Belgium, and then thereafter she has come to India to set up a unit with us. So those are the kind of opportunity that we are creating. And our reach is from Andaman Nicobar to Una in Himachal Pradesh. We are the only electric vehicle company having an outlet in Andaman Nicobar. Bangladesh is our first abroad location. We are starting exports to Bangladesh in the month of March. So that's the journey of eAshv Automotive. Thank you so much. I was told that time is short, so I am closing it here.